Don't put that in the video. You got him.
After landing in Fairbanks, we hit the ground running. We spent the first day purchasing all of our last-minute supplies, groceries, and hunting tags. After we had everything sorted and packed, we notified the aviation company we were ready to go. And that's when they gave us the bad news. There was a backlog of flights, and the ceiling was too low to fly. So we spent the next 6 days exploring everything Fairbanks had to offer. We zeroed our rifles, checked out just about every attraction, and visited all of the bars and restaurants. And on the 7th day, that's when we finally got the call with the good news. It was time to fly.
It's the weird feeling, that's for sure. We're alone in Alaska. Look at this beautiful country. We don't have any rafts yet, and we're still missing our third person. So it'll be an interesting night if the pilot doesn't come back.
It was an interesting night, to say the least. After unpacking our gear, setting up the tent, and cutting firewood, we soon discovered we didn't have any sleeping bags, pillows, air mattresses, or cots. And let me tell you, it is cold sleeping on the ground in the Arctic Circle. That is a night we will never forget. But later that next day, through the clouds, the plane dropped in, brought our buddy, our rafts, and the rest of our gear, so we hit the river. Here's our first float.
Ryan's the captain.
That's it. We're on it. We're floating, baby.
Look at those mountains, boys. We got Bob back there, coming up the rear. See what's around this next riverbed.
Campsite number 2, just getting set up. It's gonna be a good one. That's a wrap on day 2.
What?
Just sealing up camp. Fire's going out. Good view of the northern lights. Pretty spectacular.
Bob making his pancake. Looking good. Got that jet boil double.
Just cooked breakfast. Morning of day 3. Gonna go for a little walk. And then maybe move down the river or maybe stay here another night.
Yeah, there you go.
So after walking a couple of 100 yards across the swamp and kind of discussing it back and forth all morning, Dave decided that it would be better if we split up and someone stayed in camp. We'd been calling there all morning and the evening before just in case a bull had come into camp. So he turned around and headed back.
Well, it's day 2 of hunting, I guess. Our camp is on the river way down there. We hiked up here about a mile up to this high point overlooking this swamp. Looks pretty juicy. We just saw a herd of, I don't know, 8 or 10 caribou walking along that mountainside over there. Pretty cool.
Blasius and I continued on. We made it about halfway up the mountain where we had a good view overlooking the swamp. We sat there for about 2 hours probably, didn't see any moose, and started getting restless, wondering what was at the top of the mountain, what was over the mountain. So eventually we talked ourselves in to walking to the top, and what we found there was almost unbelievable. It must be bedded.
Unbelievable. We just come over this hilltop and you saw those 2 paddles sitting there bedded. That bull looked like a good legal bull, but boy, that'd be probably a mile and a half from camp and all the way up this huge mountain. But awesome to see.
So after making it to the top of the mountain, spotting that big bull that was just too far from the river, we decided to head back down to where we were sitting, gather up our packs and the other items we left behind, and side skirt the mountain, headed south. There was an area of the swamp that we were unable to see from the location we were sitting, and
well, we were up on top of the hill and spotted 3 bulls. We jumped one of them. You saw his rack, his paddles back shoot one way up top. But the other two are down in the swamp, so we're closing in on them. It's about a mile to them, and they're about a quarter mile off the river, so we're heading in. The snow geese are migrating. We left that bull bedded right over there, probably 3/4 of a mile. We're headed back to camp. Gonna get Dave, come back tomorrow probably. But beautiful spot, super moosey down that way. Fresh bull scrape just came across. Right on the edge of this terrain change. Goes from a really dense forest to a more open, swampy. We're getting closer. Alright, this is the morning of day 4. Sun's just coming over the hill. We're hiking back into that spot we were in yesterday. Got Dave with us today. Hopefully these bulls are still around here. We never got a shot at one yesterday. They wouldn't come out of the brush, so we'll see what happens today. Beautiful sunny day. We're gonna climb up there. See what we can see. Alright, we made it up the hill. That bull's bedded right out there. Dave's getting impatient already. Very. He wants to go down there after it. But I don't think that's going to be a successful move. Alright, we got that bull spotted. He's still just bedded with the cows, so Dave's going to put a stalk on him. He's right out there. You can see the cow standing up. Bull's just to the right of her. So Dave's going to try to get to this pine tree. Right there.
Brought 2 bags. I'm good. This was yours. Take your fucking Jolly Rancher.
Alright, well, Dave's stalk was a bust. I think they ended up winning him, and they went into the timber. I think he kept going, went back to camp. We're still sitting up here on the hillside. We're going to probably watch till later on this afternoon at least, if not this evening. I don't know, we just saw 2 other guys walk in just down here to the south of us, so there's been a ton of bush planes flying up this river, dropping people, so we got a little competition. We're gonna have to work for it for sure. But got a little fire going, doing some glassing, drying out my socks. It's a beautiful day in the north. Alright, well, Dave spooked that bull, and we've sat there. It's now 6:30 going on 7 o'clock. He spooked it at like 9 o'clock this morning. Never came back out, so must be still in that timber with his cows, and we're headed back to camp. Got about a little over a mile to get back, so we'll see you back there.
Ryan's getting water for camp here. We got a little filtration system, gravity feed system. Look at that sky. Nice little fire. Uh-oh. Little Alaska black sand there. Try to get the fire started in the morning. I can see my breath.
So the next morning, after drying out the boots and getting warmed up, we headed back out to that same spot to see if that bull had returned. We sat there for about an hour. A couple of cows popped out. A third cow came out, and the bull came out chasing her. It was game on.
Yeah, at least I got good video of the booze. Moose are just staring at him. Oh man, yeah. There's two pretty good bulls in that herd. I know. They're gonna walk. We're gonna see fresh tracks. They're like right.
Alright, well, the bull Dave stalked yesterday morning is back in pretty much the same spot. So I'm gonna go try and stalk him today. It's a horrible walk through this swamp. But take our time. We'll see if we can get to him. He was about 1,400 yards from us from where we were up on the hill.
Don't shoot over, man. Must have just caught the right groove or something. We just made a hillside fire with flint. Good job, Lashes. Ryan's doing a big sneak on a bull that's way the heck, way down there. He's almost a mile away, but I don't know if you'll be able to see him if I zoom in. His paddles are, let me see, right there.
I started way over there. It's hot. The sun is hot. But I'm close in the distance. I gotta get to this timber and then cut through the timber. But this stuff, it's like walking on basketballs. Like, they're not stable. They'll fold over. It's crazy. It's horrible. Do not recommend. But we're going after this bull. Luckily, he's not in this stuff. And he's close to the river, so we can just pack him straight to the river. So, let's get going.
Just take, short sleeve it, and go, ooh. Oh, ooh. Rock back and forth.
After a couple hour stalk, we got him. Let's go, baby. I am pumped up. Look at this freak giant bull. Huge fronts. Brow tines for days. Oh my. I'm so excited. I gotta say a big thank you to my buddy Dave. He was up there on the hill watching. Without him, this trip wouldn't have been possible. So thanks, Dave. It's absolutely incredible. Hopefully you get a big one too, because I'm gonna help you the whole way. Oh man, unbelievable creatures. Walked up on them calling. I was just whoa, whoa. Just walked right up to him. Beautiful. But he's about done. I've shot him twice. I gave him an extra one, so. Hopefully the pack out's not too far, but I think the river is just back there, so should be a quick one, hopefully. But unbelievable bull. I'm so ecstatic. Big bull scrape I just walked up on. He's got this thing dug way out. Look at that. He was angry. Just walking out. Fresh backstrap. Headed back to camp for the night. Come back tomorrow and cut up the bull. What is going on over there? Dave has no clothes on. Made it back to camp. I've heard Blashes talk about red meat for the last 7 days. We finally got some. Chef Dave.
Got the booties on.
We're back at the island camp. Look at Dave and his booties.
You gotta have them. You gotta buy them, guys. Just do it. Western Mountaineering.
We're gonna take off and head downriver in the morning, closer to that bull, and then try and get them packed out tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the morning. Camp's all packed up. Gonna head downriver.
There's my captain there.
Hello.
Brow time too. Look at this. Unreal. Gonna try to bring up the moose down this little tiny creek here. We'll see how we do.
All right, packing them out. Last load.
But look at that. Made it to the main river. Well, guys, it took us about 7 hours. We packed up Bullwinkle. We're back on the river.
On to the next one.
It was a butt kicker. Let me tell you what. It was about 250 yards off the river, and my battery is drained. But we're gonna eat some dinner, rehydrate. Back at it tomorrow.
Well, it's about 8 o'clock. Just unloading some meat. We moved to a new camp. Beautiful sunset. Looks like it's gonna be a gorgeous evening. Get this all unloaded and cooling down. Caribou migration trail on the beach that we're staying on. It's pretty cool. Seen a few herds of caribou, but nothing close enough to the river yet that we could get a shot at. So we're sitting right up there. Just doing some glassing over this big swamp that's out here. Hopefully gonna find a bull before dark. Well, this is our third campsite. We're packing up and heading out. Got the horn strapped to the back, got everything packed up. Campsite was up there. Well, we just started our morning float here. It's a really cool trapper's cabin, old trapper's cabin up there. It's got an old moose rack and an old caribou shed on there. Pretty cool. The boys just hiked into the swamp. I had to use the restroom, so I'm out here watching the rafts. They hiked back into there. There's a big pond back in there they were gonna go check out. So a little bit overcast today, but it's still beautiful. Just cutting some wood for our new campsite. You can see the rafts out there. Came across this nice moose rub. So they're here. We just gotta find them. We got, I think, 4 days left. So I'm just cutting some planks to set the meat on. All these dead trees that are down, chopping them up. So.
Go back, yeah. Her head's a little lower than I'd like, but so she's got a flat belly. She got a semi-flat belly, yes. Yeah. So, I thought they weren't super sturdy.
Getting some snow. Temps are dropping. Hopefully the moose will be moving. The only downside is it's really foggy again.
Me too. 3 fucking days ago.
And then it's silence. Woke up this morning. Moving camp in the snow and the rain is probably about the worst thing you could do as a human, maybe. You gotta remember, you got the porta potty over there. Gotta get that. Just packing up our hopefully final camp before the pickup. We probably got 100 river miles to go. She's snowy, soupy, wet, cold, nasty, depression, but we're having a great time.
Another day of rafting. We're headed downriver. Bullwinkle leading the way.
Maybe not. Look at that thing.
Final day rafting. We're on our last, I don't know, 5 or 10 miles here. On the back. What you doing, Dave? Gonna get sweepered.
We damn near did it.
The final stretch.
Seems like forever ago we left Michigan. Do we have a family? I don't know. Am I married?
I feel like we've been out here forever.
I mean, it's been a blast. I'll do it again, but not tomorrow. When did we fly into Fairbanks? Hey, 20 minutes. Maybe not even that. 2 miles how the crow flies.
We've landed for the final time in our rafts. All the river miles are complete. Now we're here. We're gonna wait for the bush plane. It's good weather today, but I don't know what their flight schedule is or where we're at in the lineup, so we'll see. Could be today, could be a couple days. Riverside Pizza. Can't beat that. New campsite. Hopefully for the last night. That would be amazing, but we shall see what happens. Beautiful view though.
Look at that. Day 8, waiting for our pickup. Dave, what are you thinking?
I think it's a black puzzle. I'd like to scrub my balls.
We could retire out here.
We might.
Are we still married?
Wait.
We're barely hanging in there, just barely.
I'm trying to figure, like, it looks like a cool design. It like has like a Z up there.
Dave had one job, and it was pancakes. Look,
good.
look at him.
Great. Top
Fucking
choice
A,
shit.
they were. Yeah, they were very good.
I think this is our
Stop
day
them.
3 of here waiting to be flown out. It's the cloudiest day so far, but apparently there's planes on the way. Maybe.
They're on their way. They're on standby,
Stand by.
waiting for us.
I'm on standby too.
Hopefully we get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I'm jacking off in the fucking Holiday Inn sheets. I guarantee it.
After 47 days of waiting to be picked up, we finally have aircraft incoming. Unbelievable. After 79 days stuck in the bush, we've ended up in Coldfoot, Alaska.
Nature walk trail.
Dave's leading me down the nature trail, looking for the motel.
Well, we're in Coldfoot, loading up, hopefully for the last time here. Spent the night in Coldfoot in a motel, Checker Cafe. 10-star review compared to the bush.